All right, welcome back, boys and girls, and whoever else happened to stumble in here. I needed to get a haircut this morning, but failed on that. So yeah, I'm not homeless. I'm not going through it. I just look like it. So yeah, in my last, and actually it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, but we'll make it. We'll make it through.
I'll be okay.
So in my last video, I hinted at selling one of my vehicles. That is looking promising. It's still in process. So it's kind of a long story. A famous YouTuber, one that I've been watching for quite a while. I pretty much mainly only watch YouTube. I don't watch a lot of TV, but YouTube is definitely my favorite for a couple reasons. One, it's free, which I'm very much a tight ass and appreciate that. You can get a premium version of it, you know, it doesn't have commercials or whatever, but I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. We had commercials. I don't care about commercials. So yeah, free YouTube. For me, I mostly watch car stuff, but you know, I've watched I watched some guy that did like some stealth camping. I watched him for a while. I've watched like home renovation stuff, you know, whatever. That's another thing I really like about YouTube is the variety. Like, no matter what you want to see, there's somebody on there making a video about it. If you want to learn how to cross stitch, there's somebody making a video showing how to do that. If you want to put a garbage disposal in your kitchen, there's a video on YouTube that'll show you step by step how to do that. If you want to watch somebody fill the back of their any level power stroke with cement and carry bales with it, there's a video, trust me. Anyway, rambling quite a bit here, but so yeah, and that's one more thing that I like about YouTube. It's, you know, it's right in the name. It's you can make whatever video you want to put on there. Like any schmo. I'm a schmo right here making videos, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, one of the YouTubers I watch pretty regularly and have watched for a long time, Tyler Hoover with Hoovies Garage. So he's been doing YouTube for, I don't even know how long, but I did look it up. He has I think like 1.66 million subscribers. He also has a few different channels. He's done like some podcast stuff before. His wife has a YouTube channel. His old mechanic that actually just recently moved to New Mexico, he has a YouTube channel. His new mechanic, they actually went in business together, him and his new mechanic, and they started up a car dealership. And anyways, that's how this all transpired. I was watching one of his videos, and he is looking for inventory, and I decided to sell something. I'm not going to tell you quite yet what I'm getting rid of, or trying to. It's still in the process. He left like a website in his video, and I submitted information. And they've been in contact with me. We're working out the details. He's using like a third-party LLC to do this for him, which at first I kind of thought it was maybe a scam or something, so I looked it up, and I can't even remember the name of who contacted me, like getmethevin.com LLC or something like that. I was like, well, that sounds fishy, but yeah, apparently he is known to work with them, and this is like a legit company and stuff. So we're arranging stuff right now. We agreed on a price. Working out so they also use a third-party transporter, working out those details, and all that jazz. So I'm kind of excited. That's cool. We'll see how it goes. But the said vehicle is at the storage unit. That might help narrow down which one I'm getting rid of. But we need to go get that. I need to get it cleaned up, make sure I don't have anything in it, which I don't think I do. Not a whole lot of stuff anyways, but I need to double check. Make sure there's nothing in it. I'll wash it and get it all detailed. I don't want to pass something along that is in terrible shape, so we'll get that all taken care of. That's what's going on today. We're gonna go grab said vehicle, bring it to the cabin, get it cleaned up. All right, let's go. Let's do this right now. All right. All right, so made it to the storage unit, and as you might have guessed, I am selling Mistress.
Surprise!
It is my 2006 Chrysler 300C SRT8. So, yeah, like I said, I was watching an episode of Hoovies Garage. Actually, it might have even been his new channel. I think it's called like the Hoopty lot or something like that. I don't remember for sure. But yeah, he is starting a car dealership. He is leasing his old mechanics building. He hired his old mechanics like helper, Danielson, I think he calls him, or something like that. And in one of the episodes, he said that he was trying to build his inventory. He was looking for vehicles. And he mentioned enthusiast cars, and he said even if they need work or anything like that, he would be interested. He was interested in anything, basically. So I went to the website, I sent him the details on the 300, and he wants to buy it. So I kind of have a little bit of a unique history with this car. I've actually owned it twice. It's one of the first like nice, fast cars I've ever had. Before this, I had a Grand Prix GTP. Can't remember what year it was. I think it was a 2001 or 2002, whichever year the special editions were. It was a coupe. Those usually get them in both a sedan and a coupe. Mine was a two-door coupe. Had the supercharged 3800 in it, obviously. The special editions had like some different wheels on them. I think they had like a 20-spoke chrome rim. They had quad exhaust tips, two-tone interior, heat extractors on the hood, roof rails, a little bit different spoiler, stuff like that. Actually a pretty neat package. It was a pretty cool car. And mine was a full bolt-on. So it had, what did it all have done to it? It had ported and polished supercharger housing. It had full exhaust on it. It had headers, full exhaust, higher lift roller rockers. It was tuned, obviously. Smaller pulley. I was running a 3/4 pulley on it. Anyways, it was pretty fast. And I remember when I got the 300 the first time, it was faster than my Grand Prix. So these are the SRT8s, have the 6.1. They're rated at like 425 horse, 420 torque doggers. And they have I think it's a Mercedes transmission in them actually. It's a 5-speed automatic. I don't remember what they call it, like the NAG 1 maybe or something like that. I have to find out for sure. Doesn't matter, but anyways, heavy car, but plenty of power. Definitely fun to drive. So yeah, I bought it originally in, I'm trying to think. So this body style came out in 2005, and I think the SRT8s came out in 2006, the following year. And this was a few years old when I bought it. I probably bought it in 2009, 2010, something like that. So it was 4 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. And I owned it for, I think I had it for like 5 or 6 years, and then decided to sell it. Sold it on Marketplace to a guy that was fairly local, about an hour away. And then he owned it for, I think he had it for right at 3 years. I think he only put like 6,000 miles on it. And then he decided he wanted to sell it, and I just happened to be scrolling on Marketplace and seen that it was for sale. So I got a hold of him and I bought it back. And I had it for a few years, and I was on a road trip with it. I was headed to California to see my oldest daughter. She's going to school out there. And I was in the Beartooth Mountains, actually, in Wyoming. And I pulled over and I was taking some pictures of it, like with the, the mountains in the background, whatever. And it sounded like it had an exhaust leak. It had a real light tick. And I didn't think a whole lot of it. Continued on. I made it to somewhere in Montana that night. And then woke up the next morning and started it, and it sounded awful. But I was in the middle of this road trip. My hands were kind of tied. So my plan was to get to the coast and drive all the way down the coast to Southern California. I did make it to the coast, and I did part of the coastal road, but this thing sounded terrible, and I ended up cutting off the coast, and I took interstate to my daughter's. And once I was there, so I thought it was, it's obviously like a lifter noise. I thought it was maybe like, I didn't even know how these worked, which I didn't know if it had like a collapse lifter or something. So when I got to my daughter's house, I did a motor flush on it, changed oil. Of course, that did no good. I didn't drive it at all when we were in California. We took her car everywhere. But then I had to drive it all the way back to the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. And it got to a point where it didn't sound any worse. But it definitely, like, anytime I pulled into a gas station, like, everybody was looking at me like, what in the
language
heck is this guy doing? But anyways, I got it back home, and actually that's, like, it's filthy. I haven't drove it since then, and that was like 2 summers ago. It sat at home for a while. I think I even had it in the enclosed trailer for a while, just because I don't like stuff sitting outside. And then moved it to the storage unit about a year ago, and it's sat here ever since. So I didn't ever know what I wanted to do with it. Obviously haven't done anything with it, so I thought it would be a good time to get rid of it. So yeah, I'm going to take this to the cabin and get it cleaned up, go through it, make sure all my personal effects are out of it, and then I'll probably bring it back here and let it sit here until transportation is figured out for the third party to come and pick it up. So yeah, that was a lot, but that's what I got going on. So I'm gonna fire this thing up and take it to the cabin.
Wow, this is terrible.
All right, we made it back to the cabin, and I got the plates put on Moneypenny yesterday, and I added that just in case there's any confusion, you know, about what Moneypenny means. Hopefully people get it. If not, oh well. This thing is dirty. It has quite the layer of barn dust on it, but this thing is such a nice car. Still to this day, this thing is 20 years old. So this one was loaded up too. It's got the rear entertainment, it's got the screen right there, DVD player, wireless headphones, still has those, one for each side. And then I think, oh yeah, there's even a remote in there. And then this one also, I had to go through and get this all cleaned out, but excellent shape, very nice shape. This was always my baby. But let's see here. Oh, not the park brake. I do need the hood. Where's the trunk? I'll get it figured out sooner or later. See, I don't remember if I showed you guys this thing or not, but it does have the full kicker audio. I do have a car cover for it in here too. I'll have to pull out. I have a trickle charger on there. I'll probably take that off. But yeah, underneath the hood, it does have the big 6.1 Hemi. Actually, the guy that had it for the 3 years, he put the K&N intake on it. And he also put catback exhaust on. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's got exhaust on it. Anyways, I'm gonna go around, get this thing cleaned up. I'll power wash it and everything, get the interior cleaned out. And then yeah, I'm gonna put it back in the storage unit until everything is finalized. All right, you can watch me clean this. Holy cow, I am sweating like a lady of the night at Sunday church service. Holy cow, it is hot out here. Like Satan's armpit or something. Holy cow. It's not even that hot. It's just humid AF. Anyways, got the 300 all washed. This thing shines up so nice. So not too long before I parked it, I had the whole thing. I had a buddy of mine buff it. A buddy of mine buffed the car, not buff it.
Buffed, beautiful, and bitchin'.
Buff it? Yeah, anyways, he went through and totally buffed out. I think he went over it like 2 or 3 times. Like the hood had a bunch of, you know, like swirl marks in it and stuff. But something I did notice when I was washing it, there's a bunch of, I must have got that on my way back from California. There's a bunch of rock chips in the front that weren't there before.
Oh, would you look at that?
I'll put that
Just
on.
look at that.
Oops, I didn't get all the bugs off, but I probably definitely shouldn't have left it sit, you know, with bug guts on it and stuff, but I was pretty annoyed that it broke down on me, so I was mad at it. I put it in storage, and that's where it's at for, that was over 2 years ago. I gotta get in the shade, it's hot. But yeah, it sat in storage for over 2 years. I thought about fixing it. I even called the shop and got a quote. It was way more than I wanted to spend. It's something I probably could do myself. I could probably figure out how to do it. So these are like an LS, so the heads have to come off in order to get the lifters and stuff out. So it's a pretty in-depth process. Cam has to come out. I think I did find out, sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. I think I did find out you can do all that with the engine in the car. You don't have to pull it out. It's probably easier just to pull it out, but I don't know, the shop wanted, I don't remember what the quote was. It was a lot, like $7,000 or something. And unfortunately, with almost 140,000 miles on it, these things just ain't worth that much. I think they are actually going up in value a little bit recently, but I don't have the time to fix it myself. It's quite the project. I don't have $7,000 laying around to pay somebody else to do it. And this opportunity came up, so I'm selling it for $2,500, which I think is a really good deal for him. And it gets me a little cash, gets it out of, it's one less thing that I have to store. I got too many vehicles the way it is anyways. It's a really, really nice car, in my opinion, for $2,500, but the engine sounding the way the engine sounds, I think we're both getting a good deal. I think he will be able to fix it, or not him himself, but his shop partner in crime will be able to fix it. It's really the only thing wrong with it. I mean, I just put brand new brakes on it. I did put repop wheels on it. One of the original ones, I still have the original ones, but one of them I believe is cracked. So I bought a set of repops, but yeah, brand new brakes all the way around on it. I think the tires are pretty decent on it. Interior is spotless. Body is in, I would say 9 out of 10. The front bumper is, just from being so low, it is got some good old zip ties holding it together, and it's cracked in a couple spots, and there are some rock chips. But it's a 20-year-old car that's, you know, traveled 140,000 miles almost. So, but there is a couple of pretty gnarly rock chips in the windshield too. I think I got both of them. There's one right there. There's one right there. I forgot about those. Sorry, Hoovie. I think I got one of them for sure, maybe even both of them on that last trip to and from California. But yeah, the belt molding has been taken off. The fender molding, it's all blacked out. It's got 5% tint all the way around. I think he should have no problem selling it once he gets it fixed. And I think there's definitely at $2,500, I think there's enough meat on the bone, so to speak, to get a little bit of profit out of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to, I hope he does a video and talks about it. I would be interested to hear his opinion on it, see what he has to say about it. But we'll see what happens. All right. I think that's the end of this video. I'm going to take it and put it back in storage, and we'll see what happens. All right. Peace out. And until next time, you know what they say. Hemi problems. Hemi problems. That's what they say. Alright. I'm sweaty. I need another shower. Peace. Man, I really wish this thing didn't sound the way it sounds. I would keep this in a heartbeat. I've missed this car. Also, fun fact, ever since I bought this thing, the second time, hold on, I think I found it. Ever since I bought this, the second time, it has had XM radio for free. So I don't know if the guy I bought it from, I'm not gonna name drop him, but the guy I bought it from, I don't know if he bought like a lifetime XM subscription or what. But when I sold it, I had XM on it and I canceled it. And when I bought it back, it had XM on it again, and it's been ever since. Like, and that was 5 years ago, probably. Anyways, we're gonna cruise this back to the storage unit and let it sit there until transport shows up to get it. All right, well, I got soccer mom tucked back here in the corner for now. Got mistress sitting in here up by the door, ready to go. I maybe lied about the tires a little bit. They're kind of shot. But yeah. Sad day, I think. All right, that's the end of the video. That was a false ending earlier. Oh, it's hot out. All right, peace, people.
Thanks for watching the video.
Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe.
Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to my dad's channel.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money, money, and money.
Well, all right, this might be happening. So I got a FedEx package yesterday with a whole bunch of documents in it. So this all came from, what's the name of the company? Give Me the VIN. So at first I didn't know if this was like legit or not, but I did some Google research. This is an actual company, and Hoovie does business with them. So I'm just assuming it's gonna work out. So yeah, I got a checklist of documents. I got the title signed, bill of sale signed, odometer disclosure signed, damage disclosure, acknowledgement form, statement of facts, and check cashing procedures. So I went through, filled all that stuff out. They did mail me a check. It is inactive until they receive word from the transporter that the vehicle's been picked up. Then they will activate the check. They gave me my copies of all of this stuff, so I'm going to fill all this stuff out. Actually, I did fill all this stuff out already. I'm going to drop this off. They gave me a pre-addressed envelope to put this stuff in. So I'm gonna get it all, go over everything, make sure everything's signed, get it in the envelope, and get it dropped off tomorrow. See if they come pick up my car. All right, good morning, peeps. Excuse me. So getting a little package ready to put in the 300 for Hoovie. Hopefully he finds it. Yeah, we are headed to town, so I will stop at the storage unit on the way there, throw that in there so that way it's ready to go, that way I don't forget it. I did get a response back from givemethevin.com. They received the package with all the paperwork in it, and they put the car on a pickup list for the transporter. So I'm just waiting to hear back from a transporter or from them when they're going to pick it up or whatever. So it's progressing along. All right,